What's your emergency?
It was dead silent.
Later, I found out that the lady on the line was dead.
A crisis hotline is a phone number that is used to get emergency contact immediately.
Answering 911 by Caroline Brewer. Every day that I sit down in the console in the 911 center, I tell myself that today could be the day.
Today could be the day that I take a call that changed me a little bit forever.
It could be the day that a bell gets rung that I can never unring.
Someone could die in my ear today, and it could be me with them.
Someone could tell me something unimaginable, and I'll have to imagine it.
You're 911 operator? Wow, I bet you've got some stories.
I get that a lot. The most interesting stories are also the saddest, and you only think you want to hear them until I actually tell them to you.
There are the stories where mothers and fathers fail their children.
They're the stories where friends and lovers do awful things to hurt each other because of drugs or alcohol, or worse, for no real reason at all.
Or they're the fascinating ways that people lose their grip on reality. Interesting? Yeah.
Yeah, but not amazing. 911?
My mom just killed herself.
Stay calm. How does she kill herself?
She shot herself.
Oh my god. Where's the gun?
It's in her hand.
Is she still alive?
I don't know.
Oh god. No, she's dead. How old are you?
I'm 12.
I would never trade places with the cops that had to go out to Dory Swanson's trailer that night.
I would never say that I have a harder job than the medics who had to treat her dead body while her 3 kids wailed and screamed outside.
I would never want to be the police chaplain who had to try to comfort them.
But I will say this. At least they had a minute or two to get ready.
Then I talked to her stepfather, who's neither upset nor historical. Is she breathing? I asked.
I'm not in the room with her. I don't want to be blamed for any stupid stuff.
Then, with me still on the line, Dad's cell phone rings. He sets me down and answers it. To whomever is on the line, he says,
Hey, Dory shot herself. Yeah, no duh. I gotta go. Bye.
there are so many people in this world just like this man. I never knew that until I took this job.
The tough part is, the longer you do this job, is you have to remember that most people aren't like him.
For the next 4 minutes, I try to convince Dad to keep his 3 children out of the room where their mother lies dying, or shall I say, already dead. They can't help her. At this point, they can only endanger themselves. Despite my efforts, all I hear are screams, overlapping screams. I am no more in control of this scene than I am of the moon in the sky.
At last, the cops and medics arrive. They call code 4, and just like that, I'm disconnected from 874 Linger Drive. It's like I'm dangling 20 feet in the air and I'm hoping to be let down. Then someone just cuts my cord and I'm breaking for the fall. That's the moment I first noticed that my body's on fire. My brain and my head is burning. My head is thick.
I think, how disgusting. Who does that? Who blows their brains out in front of their kids? This is ridiculous. I never even met her.
I just wish Dory Swanson found something worth living for in that trailer that night. 911?
I want someone to arrest my mom. She's doing drugs.
She's doing drugs right now?
Yeah, she locked herself in the bathroom and she's smoking some white stuff. She does it all the time.
What's your name?
Darius.
How old are you, Darius?
I'm 14.
Okay, well, we have a couple of squads on the way, but I want you to stay on the line with me so I know you're okay till they get there.
Okay,
Does she have any weapons?
no. Mom, I told you I was gonna call. I don't want you to get high anymore.
Is she mad at you for calling?
Yeah, I'm tired of this stuff.
Of course you are. You're very brave for calling.
Well, thanks, I guess.
She's still in the restroom?
Yeah,
Is she going to fight the cops, do you think?
I don't know. She's so different when she's smoking. Are they gonna hurt her?
I've been trained never to make promises on behalf of the officers. If she fights, they might throw her on the floor, kneel her back, and cuff her. Is it going to hurt? Probably. I just hope she doesn't fight. If she gets hurt, will Darius ever call us again? Even if he needs us? I don't think so, Darius. It's complicated. I just want to tell him.
911?
Hi, this is Jean Marcus. I live at
119-114 Deercrest?
How'd you know that?
It's on my screen, but I recognize your voice, Jean.
Okay, well, what I wanted is for a cop car and an ambulance to come and take my kids because my boyfriend says he's going to work in the morning and I threw my back out, and if he goes to work, there won't be anybody taking care of him.
Your boyfriend, Travis?
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. You want us to babysit your kids?
Well, when parents can't take care of their kids, don't they go into foster care or something?
Yes, but not for a day while your boyfriend's going to work. Foster care is for long term. Do you want us to take your girls for a long period of time?
Well, I can't take care of them. I threw my back out and I don't have a job. But can they come home by the end of the week?
No, Jean. That's not how it would be.
Oh,
Jean,
if you don't take them, I don't know what's going to happen.
that's my cue to get someone over there. 9, click. The phone disconnects. Before I could say all 3 numbers. When I call back, a young woman answers. She's out of breath, and there's a baby wailing in the background. This is the sheriff's department. Is everything okay?
I just wanted him to leave, that's all.
What happened?
He hit me in the head and slammed me against the wall.
Is he still there? Why'd you hang up?
He's still here, but he took the phone away from me when I tried to call.
As I listen, the 2 lovers argue back and forth about whether he really hit her. Then it turns quiet, except for the baby. Jamie, what's going on?
Don't.
She says, not to me. The man's voice says, I'm gonna do it. It's time for me to die.
Don't.
She begs him. Jamie, what does he have? A gun? A knife? A bomb? What?
It's time for me to die.
Baby wails in the background. She sounded out of breath. I've never taken care of an infant for any length of time. I wonder what she needs, and I wish I could give it to her.
Is she hungry?
Is she scared?
Shouldn't I go hold her by now?
After about 1 minute of this, I begin to realize what Jamie does not. That jerk isn't gonna kill himself. He just wants her to think that he will. To guys like him, women are necessary for survival.
I guess this is another case of free will, and I'm just gonna have to get used to it. He's just a jerk.
I can't change it.
And she's making her choices.
I can't change her.
I only have her for these few minutes to do anything to help. He's a big boy and she's a big girl. But when I hang up on Jamie's and the cops call a code 4, 1 in custody, it's not the man's raspy voice or Jamie's pleas that ring in my ears. It's the baby's cries.
I believe that there's a God, but that he can't be blamed for all the times that people hurt people.
I believe that there is a God who loves his children, but he can only do so much for them and to them without stepping on their just free will.
I pray to God very often to work through me. Like I said before,
The most interesting stories are also the saddest, and you only think you want to hear them until I tell them to you.
they're the stories where mothers and fathers fail their children.
They're the stories where friends and lovers do awful things to hurt each other. Because of drugs or alcohol or worse, for no real reason.